There we go. Sorry for the little wait there. I lost a card and couldn't find it and totally lost track of time. But yes, welcome back to the Brother Slim. This is Cam doing some solo Kingdom Death. Yas! I am ready to die. We are jumping back into Lanternier 13, facing off against the Hand. I have yet to come out victorious against a single Nemesis fight. And I think this is probably going to be the same, but we'll see. We'll see. Hello! You can hear? Good. Okay. Oh, that's actually one thing I need to figure out. There's a few things I need to figure out for the stream. I was trying to figure out mirroring the Kingdom Death Scribe app, but alas, I also ran out of time there. And then also how to get YouTube comments actually on the recorded video. So might have to actually make a list and do those before stream next time, aka before 10 minutes before getting started. But yes, I guess one little bit of retcon from last time as well. I was trying to avoid being meta, and in doing so ended up making a dumb meta-y decision that ended up having Survivor killed. So I decided to bring them back because it was a dumb decision. So that was Starguile, who frickin' had a phenomenal first outing in the last encounter against the level 2 Antelope, and was killed in an event. Basically, I had read ahead in the event, saw somebody could die, and I was like, oh, because of that, I shouldn't choose so-and-so, and ended up choosing so. Yeah, it was just kind of dumb and silly. It was a dumb play that I made from trying to not be meta, so I'm just going to retcon that, and it was just a noob survivor that died instead. But yes, let's see. So, as far as today, we're facing off against the Hand, but first things first, I wanted to show off my entry to the Kingdom Death Gambler's Chest painting contest, because why not? Decided to go with the Crimson Crocodile, and I loved the idea of trying to have it in a pool of blood, which, I mean, it kind of ended up looking like a bloody hula hoop, but I mean, given the crocodile's rules, I think that's kind of fair too. So yeah, there we go. A swimming, wading, or hula hooping Crimson Crocodile. I think I haven't built any of the other Gambler's Chest minis yet, but this freaking croc is so cool. It's so derpy and terrifying at the same time. I freaking love it. Well, hello, Arluza! Welcome! Oh, you made it in perfect timing. I was a little slow off the draw tonight. I've been early the last couple, and it's felt so nice. But today, I was a little late, so perfect timing. Yes, we are facing off against the Hand, so let's jump right into things here with some art in this story. There we are with a showdown the Hand. There was once an entity that knew everything, but never spoke. For every secret that escaped, it became weaker and its enemies stronger. Very, very interesting. Yeah, the croc has so much personality. Oh, I love it so much. And yeah, so 10 basic cards. I mean, that can't be that bad, right? Then a whole bunch of special cards. So part of the reason why I took a long time getting set up and online today. Yay, get to see chat. Yeah, I was just saying too, I need to figure out how to get it to actually show up on the stream. So I'm going to have to make myself an actual to-do list. That, and how to show the app so you guys can see me mistype everything as I frantically use my fingers there. But it'd be good to, I don't know, I feel like that's more interesting and engaging than seeing me shakily waving the phone in front of the screen. Also, is that going crazy laggy? Oh yeah, it is a little laggy. Well, that is plugged in the internet, so that's just going to be the best it could be. But yeah, that's a little to-do list. Back to the Hand. So his instinct, the penalty, sounds terrifying. Point at a random survivor and they're either dead or they're crippled. That sounds awful. Let's go over the traits, though. So we have Polarizing Aura. I'm just going to have this one set off to the side because I already went through the survivors I'm using and pulled the auras out. So if a survivor has the same number of red, green, and blue affinities, they have a white aura. If a survivor has more affinities of any color, their aura is that color. So we have one survivor who's got a blue and a red, one who's green, I think one who's blue, and then one who's white? I can't remember, but it's listed on the characters. So we got that. We'll just leave that aside because I don't think I'll need to reference it. And then another trait, Ghost Step. Ghost Step has unlimited range. Move the monster until it passes through the target. Then, stop and turn to face the target. Any survivors the hand passes through while performing Ghost Step suffer 1 brain damage per monster level instead of collision. I thought that, when I read it earlier, I thought it said end collision. I was like, oh my god, that's terrifying. Any survivors the hand and its movement on while performing Ghost Step suffer collision. Oh, okay, maybe that's what I read. Cool. Cool. So we got that. These ones were the cards I was trying to track down. Another one. So there is green lens, red lens, and blue lens. I don't have the blue lens. It might be in the box somewhere, but I couldn't find it for the life of me, and I made a big mess of cards in the process. So I did flip over one to get an idea of what's on the other side, and I think the blue, I Googled it too, so the blue lens I think is identical. I've got it saved on my phone though too. So hopefully, I figure of all the cards to lose, I feel that one is probably the best. So those will activate when we wound the monster. I guess you should probably actually read one. When a survivor with a red aura wounds the monster, flip red lens to open. When a survivor with a white aura, so same idea, flip it to open, and only flip 1 lens card this way per wound. Very, very interesting. And I figure I'll just use this blue universal card in place of the blue lens for this. Yay! Getting to use those. And lastly, so many traits. We have Impossible Eyes, which has just creepy art. The hand sees everything. When the hand suffers a wound, place a token on Impossible Eyes instead of moving a card to the wound stack. Interesting. So from my understanding, I haven't played with the life trait yet, but that kind of seems similar to the life trait, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, okay, well, let's hop right into it here. Oh, actually, just gonna plug in one camera quick. Out of curiosity for those watching, or Luz, I know you have, but has everyone else faced off against the hand before? Okay, cool, and that one is the same. Good to know. Thank you. And there we go. Plugged in, so it won't die. Good stuff. Okay, sweet. All right, well, I suppose we should also show off the man, the myth, the hands. I did a little conversion on him too, just to give him, because, hey, let's get in focus there. Come on, there we go. Just to give him a little bit more height, because he's kind of a small dude. So just really quick paint job and kind of a fun conversion to try and make him like a little mini version of the God Hand, per se. He's standing on those creepy limbs being raised from the hole there. Nice there, Mike. Well, we can remember together, as I learned for the first time. Yeah, again, I don't think I'm going to win, but I'm going to do my best. Okay, if I recall, we can go anywhere on the bottom. Yes, we can. That is cool. Well, I think let's go ahead and have you there. You there. We switched up the team just a little bit too. I've got, I don't know, it's probably the weirdest build I have, but I did decide to take the Acanthus Fighting Arts from like a little MacGuffin-y decision a while ago. And so I brought them because I felt like it was the right thing to do, because I gamed it a little bit and broke the rules to make that happen. And so I figure they'll either help me win the fight or they shall die in the process, and that is a fair trade. I don't mind the more static poses on Kingsman of the Hand, especially since you learned about the hand on this fight. Cool. Yeah, they do have like a certain charm to them. Kind of reminds me of, I don't know if Musketeers is the right call, but like a fencer or duelist kind of thing where, yeah, fencer or duelist, I think is what they remind me of. So we have Acanthus Doctor is also going to be using, focus please, there we go, a bow. So I figured this mini is going to be appropriate. And so we have like a weird bow tanky Acanthus Doctor. I think it's far from optimal, but it was the way that I could get as many green affinities as I could, so figure we'll go for it. Hey, thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of little detail on it, and you could spend a lot of time painting it, and I was like, you know what, like, I kind of didn't think I was going to need it this soon, so I'm just going to do a quick paint job, and yeah, thank you. It came together pretty good. I'm happy with it. Okay, show. Well, without further ado, let's get these folks departed against the level 1 hand. Awesome. Okay, well. So we get to go first. So where he's standing, I'm curious about the interplay of that. Maybe we won't go first with him, although we kind of want to. So to get up on the stone is I guess, would that work? No, that'd be too far. And Surge, just gonna check Surge really quick. Because Cal here, who's just off camera, let's scoot that back a little bit and get them into scene. Huzzah. So Cal, this fella right here, has a full kit of Screaming Antelope here, and so he can do the charge thing. He's got the spear and stuff, which is pretty cool. However, maybe we don't charge this gentleman. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that would be, so he would be within range. I think maybe let's just do that. Yeah, let's do that and see what happens. Rather than spending survival early on and stuff. So let's go and do we want to, I have no idea what this character does, so maybe let's see if we can play a little smarter. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, up to there. And this character being, who do we have as our support character this time around? That was Vin. I think Vin is going to, do you want to do the, let's do Cata Circlet. And so going to take a peek at the first 3 cards here. And get to do a little, super dense. Don't see those very often so far. What we have on the way here, Gilded Codpiece, lovely. Critical wound effect, knocked down against +1 damage token. Oh, which thing? Add 20 tokens to Impossible Eyes. Oh, I forgot about Impossible Eyes. Okay, failure, monster parries hit, redirecting strikes. Remember, within 2 spaces of the monster, suffer 5 damage. Oh my goodness. And super dense is +4 to wound this location. Oh, never mind. That's only with the green. Gilded Face. Oh, flip all lenses to close. Well, that's cool. Well, I think let's just go ahead and do... Let's do this one first. Let's do that. Okay, so that is a movement and an action there. Then we are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the range 2 spear on Cal here. And Cal, let me just pull this up here. It's going to take a really quick look at Monster Claw. That's not going to do anything. Prepare to explore. Not going to do anything here too. Okay, never mind that. King Spear. So let us see. We got the dice ready. First roll of the night. If you click cod piece, you can get a 1-hit KO. I was curious if that was the effect, because it does kind of have like the life trait, or a version of it here. Alrighty, so we are looking for 5s to hits. Ooh, getting a perfect hit. And alright, so that is going to be 2. I was kind of hoping just for 1 hit, to be honest, but we shall see. So we get the top 2 that we had there. Do we have any... That's just Piston Tooth. Any luck? We don't have any luck on this character, which is too bad. Alright, well, I suppose let's just see about the Gilded Codpiece first. Let's roll that same dice that got the perfect hit. Oh, we're about to find out. Nope, not a crit, but always fun to fish for it. That would have been hilarious though, for sure. That's crazy. That's that card. All right, let me just see if I can. What's his toughness is 14, which feels bonkers to me. So 7 plus 7. Is that correct? Let me see. 7 plus 7 apparently is going to be exactly 14. That is fantastic. So we do get a wound. It's not a critical, but that is something. So we'll put that back into the discard there, and we shall add a token. Let us see what token we get. go, just big stack of tokens, and we shall add, because that was what this was, correct? Whenever we get a wound, we don't take a card out. This token on impossible eyes. So we need 12 tokens. Let's get that maybe just into the camera there so we can stack them. So we got 1 token. And this does mean we need to also flip over one of these cards. What do you have again, Cal? You have a green aura, so we shall flip the green eye to open. Fought the first level 3 antelope. 16 toughness. Oh my goodness. Bonkers. Okay. Creepy, cool eyeballs. While the blue lens is open, the hand gains blue lens staff. While the lens is open, attack rolls from survivor with the blue aura only hit on a perfect hit. Joy. So we've got that in play now. Okay, well, let's take a peek here too. So we need a 7 and up to wound, and we don't wound with 2. Okay. Well. Let's see here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That wouldn't be enough to get into the melee. Oh my goodness. Wait, what? Are they stacked in here? Oh, Arluza, you smart cookie. I didn't even notice that. They totally are. Yay! Oh, and that art is actually a little different too. It's got a slitted pupil. Too funny. Here I am pulling apart the entire game. It was right in front of me the whole time. Very much like a closed eyeball. Well, that's awesome. A win for the night already, we'll say. Okay, so let's see. I know I've got one person that definitely has Shalon. You've got so many greens, which is too bad. So you're only going to hit on a perfect hit. And you don't have any extra accuracy too. So let's see what happens. Let's go ahead and dash. And so we'll get it back on a 6+. No spending it. That's too bad. Going down to 5. Yeah, too perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's go 7 just because. Actually, no, let's go here just in case there's anything about being in melee range with it. And Shone here has a counterweight X, and she's going to be hitting on, because I don't think she's got what aura is. She's got blue, so we're all good there. So hitting on 5+, just the 1 dice. We do hit. Reason it's 5+, she's got a -1 accuracy. I think she's got a -1 accuracy, or no, that might be wrong. I think she's got a -1 speed. But we do hit, and so what do we connect with? We saw this earlier. Gilded Face Visor. If the hand has... okay, so yeah, it doesn't have all 3. You don't need to worry about that. Wound, the hand staggers, getting -4 toughness and canceling all reactions until the end of the turn. Well, that would be really nice. Let's see. So with Ishone here, we are also going to be wounding on a 7 and critting on a 9, which would also be nice. We are not going to wound, unfortunately, which is too bad. Too bad indeed. Oh, no, it actually would have been an 8 to wound. Only got 6 toughness on there. So no wound, but no bad reaction. That is alrighty-roo. Bringing us to Shalon the Acanthus Doctor, who I guess kind of does want to get right up there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let's just go there, just so we're not all in a line. Okay, and Shalon here. Load out, here we go, and we're going to be using the Vespertine bow here. Oh, bugger, I should have gone with her first, actually, because she has the Clawhead arrow. I'm not going to use it this time, though, because she would only hit with a perfect hit, because of the green thing that's in effect right now. So, let's go ahead with 3 speed, hitting on, I think you got some luck, right? Yes, you do. Ooh, not luck, that's for crits. No, yeah, no extra accuracy, so just on Lantern 10s. Oh, we get one! Woo! And let's see what we connect with. Spine Saber Sheath. I don't know if it's coming through laggy on your end, but the screen on my end is definitely lagging. I think I said this last time, but I've changed the stream night just for some personal stuff right now for Tuesdays instead of Wednesdays for I don't know how long it's gonna be, for a while, but it does coincide with my wife being in a class for the night, so I think your Wi-Fi bandwidth is a little topped up, shall we say. Impervious, bummer. Reflex, you manage to slip past the hand's defenses, but connect with its indestructible sheath, which only enrages the monster. The attacker gains the priority target and plus 1 courage. So there's no crit here or anything, so that just happens. Shalon gains 1 courage. Let's add that really quick. Boom, boom. Ooh, truth. I think we need to do that right now. Let me see about truth. Oh, not truth. The one before truth. Bold. Bold is page 113. Okay, cool. Here we are with Bold. Quick little showcase of the art. And we are in the showdown phase. The essential difference between man and the monster is a gap no human can overcome. You accept this and tap into a deep well of deranged fortitude. Gain the following ability and roll on the table below. Stalwarts, ignore being knocked down by brain trauma and intimidation actions. Well, that sounds pretty sweet. And let's roll the dice real quick. 9. Gain 1 permanent strength. Awesome. So Shalon just bulks up. We love to see it. Additional strength. Awesome. Awesome. And what was it? Stalwart was the ability. Stalwart. Cool. Okay, and they are going to be the target next time. That is going to bring us to the hand's first turn. I'm a little scared. Let's see what the hand do. Take your best shot. When this is drawn face down, the monster turns away from the most possible survivors. Then it moves 1 space forward and crosses its arms. While this is in play, the monster gains -10 evasion. If a trap card is revealed for any reason, place the monster behind the revealer. The revealer suffers the following. When this is drawn face down, turn the monster to face away. So this is actually my first duration card. I just got to double check the rules because I cannot recall exactly how they worked. Deranged Fortitude was my nickname in high school. Fantastic. Okay. Living Velocity. Duration. Duration cards are drawn twice. The first time a duration card is drawn, perform any when drawn face down actions. Then instead of discarding it, place the duration card face up on the AI deck. Okay, cool. When this is drawn face down, turn the monster away from most survivors, move it 1 space forward, and it crosses its arms. So it merrily steps forward, hopping off just the edge of that rock there. While this is in play, the monster gains -10 evasion. Cool, very cool. And so, if I remember correctly, evasion helps with hits. So it's basically instant hits, which is kind of amazing. Well, when this is drawn face up, draw an AI card. Cool. Okay, so basically next turn it'll act as normal, and then this card is discarded. Very cool. So it's just gonna hang out there, and we have basically free hits. Very, very interesting. Already, Rue. That's gonna bring it back to our turn. Yeah. So anything not a 1. Cool. Well, I think let's go ahead and do. We've got no one in the blind spot, but that's okay. I think let's see. So that's we 1 attack. That'd be 2 versus 3. Let's go with the Acanthus Doctor first. Especially since they have the green affinity, which otherwise would have been hitting on 10s, which would... Oh, how does that work, actually? Is there a supersede here, or no? When a green lens is open, attack rolls from survivors with a green aura only hit on a perfect hit. So my... Which one is the dominant one there? Is it the duration card or is it the trait? You open 2 lens cards, your action of a trap is going to be unpleasant. Yeah, definitely. So I feel like the way this game functions, the green lens probably trumps the minus evasion tokens. If anyone has a ruling on that, I would love to hear that too. But that's the way I feel like it's probably meant to be done, which sucks. Let's put that back there, put that back there. And then scoot this camera back forward. Okay, cool. So I think it makes sense to play that the green lens supersedes the duration. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's see. So hitting on perfect tens. No perfect tens there. That is okay. Let's just move just a little bit up there. Going forward to 1, 2 up to here, and this is going to be a that actually gets you. You're adjacent, so you don't need to be there. If you go there, that would be better. Because green lens basically overrides the traditional to hit roll. Yeah, that makes sense. I got all excited for a minute there, but I was being greedy, and this game I think very rarely favors the survivors. Do I just want to be no? Because you're going to be too far. I think it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I think 7 is way too far. So let's do a support thing first because it just makes sense to do with Vin. Let's go ahead and look at the hit locations again, especially with that duration. I think that is the wise choice. So we look at the 3 upcoming cards here. No trap, that is nice. Exotic fur girdle. If the hand has all 3, it sees too much and goes momentarily blind. We've seen that before, which is a similar nice effect. Monster gains -1 damage token on a crit. That would be very nice. First strike. Okay, so Ghost Step, and then a crit. What do we got here? Hand Lantern. Attacker shatters the hands. Lantern hanging from monster's belt and gains +1 survival. Ignore all lens effects and instead flip all to closed. Well, that kind of sounds amazing. Let's go ahead and put that on top, followed by the fur girdle. So if we can crit, that would be fantastic. Who has the most strength here? I think I'm just going to retcon you back to there. And let me take a quick peek here. Okay, Shalon's already gone. Cal, you have 0 luck. In Nishone, you have 1. That's something. So Ishone it is. You're just going to scoot forward, just as we were planning to do originally. Exotic girdle is best for you, even if you have 1 closed lens. Cool. And Ishone here, 1 dice hitting on a 5. Ah, bummer. We do not get it. Next up, let's scoot over. Going 1, 2, 3 to there. And Caldog, also hitting on 5s. Let's see, so Ishone's gone. Cal is about to go. Come on, unclick. Okay, 2 dice hitting on 5s. We get 1 hit, and they are going to be critting on a 10. Let's see it. Nope, that is not going to be wounds, just getting a 10 out of 14 toughness. And that is our turn. So in this case, we pick up the duration card and we do the bottom bits. When this is drawn face up, draw an AI card. So that will do. We'll put this in the discard and we shall draw a new AI. Ooh, another duration. Good practice for me. Come on, focus up there. When this card is drawn face down, the monster casually opens its arms. Is that it? Okay. And then when this is drawn face up, the target and all survivors in the right spot, which is in front of it, have bad things happen, so we don't want to be right in front of it. That is good to know. Attack cannot be blocked or dodged. That's terrifying. If the monster does not attack every living survivor, perform the penalty. Oh, God! So we almost want to be attacked. Oh, I hate this. Okay, well, we'll put that on the top. What an evil, evil card. Okay, well. So it's either somebody gets crippled, or everyone hypothetically takes a buttload of damage. I don't know what's worse. Okay, well, I don't think I'm going to line everyone up. I'm going to just take one more look at that. If the monster does not attack every living survivor, perform the penalty. And the penalty being its instinct, which points out a random survivor. They roll on the table below. 1, you instantly die. 2+, if you have no survival, you die. Otherwise, lose all survival and suffer broken ribs. So that's awful, too. Huh. Let's see. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'd have to dash to go in and take all the damage. You would as well. And the attack can't be dodged by... You do have dash. And I guess spending a dash makes sense rather than losing all the survival. But we do have the green lens open, so no one can dodge either, which is poopy. I think with that in mind, we do have someone with a shield. And so I think that they are going to use the shield because I've never actually used it before. And I think now is the time. Unless it doesn't allow that. Let's see. Yeah, it cannot be blocked or dodged. Never mind. I don't think that would work either. Let me just take a look. Block. Yeah, so that wouldn't work. Well, I guess we're just going to have to line up and take some hits. That sounds fun. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hitting in the front. 2 dice. Hitting on 5s. That'll be 1 hit. No, never mind. That would be perfect hits. So that is no hits there at all. And then let's just go ahead and dash. And you don't have rawhide, so you can't do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to get to there. And that is... Okay, so Cal's gone. Shalon's now gone. And Shalon is down to 5 survival. Let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4 up to here, and that's going to be 1 dice hitting on a 5. Ugh, nope. And then last but not least, we have Vin here going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. So basically, we just stand in front and just take a beating. So no attack here. I think I'm going to use the rawhide headband here and just see what is coming up. Let's do that. Okay, so Vin, rawhide headbands, reveal the top 2 cards, place them back as we like. So my assumption is we're going to ignore lineup because it's face up already. And let's take a look. Bullet jabs. Pick targets. Survivor with most blue affinities, closest threats. Okay. 2 damage, 7 damage. Terrifying. 2 speed or 5 speed? Well, you know what? After everyone's taking a bunch of damage, let's just go ahead and do the 2 speed with most red affinities. And that's going to be against you, because you have the target token. Do we want that, or do we want the bullets? You know what? Let's just go for it. Okay, well, let's see what lineup does. Or, yeah, we know what it does. It's not going to be great. Okay, so all survivors are in the right spots. Attack all survivors in the right spot. So 2 speed, 2+, 6 damage. And because we've got the green affinity, eyeball open, cannot be blocked or dodged. So yeah, we're basically lining up for a whipping here. Well, let's start with, I'm just going to do it how they're laid out in the app rather than how they're laid up here, just so it's easier to scroll through. So we're going to start with Shone, in which case we have 2 speed. I think you've got a bunch of evasion, right? Yes, you've got 3 evasion, so 5 pluses to hits. That'll be 1 hit. And taking it to the hands. how much damage was this? 6 damage to the hands. And so that is just going to be an immediate, serious, happy fun table roll. Brutal. Okay, and I got this out on a PDF now too, instead of having to dig through the book. So let's take a look here. To the arms. What do we get? Much for the hands. Characters and its hit location cards. Make sure to read them carefully as you draw them. Thank you for the note. I definitely will. Because I started to gloss through that the last couple when we had those 3 drawn. Okay, hand severe injury table. Glad it's a 5, not a 3. Ruptured muscle. While painful rip, the arm hangs limp. You no longer activate fighting arts. This injury is permanent and gain 1 bleeding token. Okay, ruptured muscle. Let's add a ruptured muscle. Boom, boom. And gain a bleeding token for a show name. Fun. Okay, Cal up next. Do you have any evasion? You got 0 evasion, so 2 dice, 2 plus. Yes. And connecting with hands and the body. Okay. So much damage. 6 damage. Ouch. So body, that's just going to be immediate severe injury. Don't need to roll on the table, but he is knocked down as well. And then where's the other one? The hand, same story here. Okay, so yeah, fully chalked up on full injuries there for the arms and body. And next up, let's go ahead and do Shalon. So same idea. Shalon, do you have evasion? I think you've got some. Oh, you've got 2, amazing. So 2 dice hitting on force. Just got a slap on the wrist, a bone-shattering slap on the wrist. All right, so we got 1 here on Shalon, the Acanthus Doctor. On the noggin, I mean, that's not going to be great. And we can't dodge or anything. That stinks. On the noggin, that's going to be 3 armor gone, followed by boom, instant injury, and rolling on the happy fun table for the head. A high roll would be nice, please. 7. Okay, we'll take it. What's 7? Blind, lose an eye, suffer -1 permanent accuracy. Can be recorded twice. All right. Well, the doctor is in, I suppose, hey? We might heal that one, because we do have the Acanthus Doctor fighting art here. But let's add it for the moment. Blind and bleeding we go. Cool. Then last but not least, we have Vin here. Vin, do you have any evasion? You do have 1. So 2 dice hitting on 3s. That's going to be 2 hits. And that is going to be body and hands for Vin. So arms, immediate serious injury roll for both. Okay, for body and hands. Let's start with Jabari. 4. Gaping chest wound. -1 permanent strength. Ouchie kibbles. Gaping chest wound, where are you at? There we go. Did it automatically do the strength? No, it didn't, so we got -1 there. And then a bleeding token. Boom, boom. Okay, well. Yeah, that was less than fun. So boom, you're knocked down, and I think was Shalon knocked down too? Yeah, Shalon was knocked down too. So, that's my entire turn. No one can encourage while they're knocked down, I do believe. Just going to double check that. And courage. So yeah, you got to be standing to do that. No one is standing. So alas, that is our turn. So lineup is done. brutal. Yeah, well, back to its turn, and we get Thunderbolt right. You gonna focus. There we go. This is going to be the one that actually does target our dear chum over there, the Acanthus Doctor, because she had the priority target token, and this is the first one that's actually going to come into play. So we'll just have it attack her. No one is dead. Hey, heck yeah. that's true. That is very, very true. Okay, so let's do it. Perform Ghost Step and attack the target. Let's take a look at Ghost Step once more. Ghost Step, unlimited range, move until it passes through the target, then stop to turn to face the target. So this would be like boom, boom. And we'll put you right there, you there. And then this is 1 damage per monster level. So 1 damage just feels like a blessing to the body, which I think is gonna, let's see. Shalon, 1 damage to the body. Heck yeah, we'll take it. That's not too bad at all. Cool. And then Thunderbolt Punch, 2 dice, 4+, which I do believe is going to be 6+, which is actually kind of amazing. And 2 dice, hitting on 6s. I like those odds. 2 misses. Love it. Amazing. Okay. Holy moly. So everyone gets to stand up now. That is nice. And I kind of think this turn, I'm just going to try to go for as much damage as possible. Do we want to worry about the blind? I think they're just going to be stacking up so many serious injuries that like taking an action to try and avoid it is luck. Yeah, luck indeed. I don't know if it's worthwhile, but then again, hitting only on a perfect hit with someone who doesn't have any additional accuracy isn't really a benefit too. Let me just take a quick peek at what severe injury Cal got here. What did you get again? Oh, no, you are good. You didn't get any severe injury. Shone got severe injury, but you're not adjacent to them. Let's see. Severe injury. Okay, good to know. That would be nice if that is coming up again. Well, let's see what we can do. Let us see what we can do. So Shone, you have blue. So let's go with the Shone first. Have not yet. So, and I think I can't remember. There was, let's see. Spine Saber. The Gilded Face Visor has been pulled. But I don't know about a girdle, so I haven't seen that. Let's go with the Shone first. So you are going to go 1, 2, 3. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. You know what? You actually do have a -1 token I forgot about, or -1 movement. So you're going to go after. Let's go with you first, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Getting into the blind spot. Actually, let's go there because they wouldn't be able to anyways. And so Cal. Also, you did remember the special card which goes on the bottom of the yard. Yeah, I did. Great. Yes, I did. I did indeed. Yeah, I think it was called Applause or something like that. It is down there. All right, so Cal, let's do this thing. Oh, I didn't realize you actually do have an extra accuracy and plus an additional 1 for being in the blind spot. So we are going to get a perfect hit on an 8 with your 2 attacks. I messed that up last time. That should have been perfect hitting on a 9. 2 and a 3 is not going to cut it. That is too bad. Alrighty, Rue. Let's go ahead and do. Oh, balls! You're actually not going to be able to get there. So yes, I'm just going to do 1 quick retcon because it's not too far back. Go to there, and then you are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, getting the blind spot here as well. So count is done. On to Shalon. -1 permanent accuracy. So I guess it'd still be a perfect hit on a 10. Just give me one thing here. +4 accuracy wouldn't change anything. So 3 dice, hitting on a 10. Land 10 to be precise. No dealio. And then you are just going to cozy up to here. And 1 dice hitting on a... incorrect. Perfect hit is defined as a 10 unless you have Tanosai Fighting Art, in which case perfect hit is a 9 or 10. Oh, good to know. Thank you. Okay, cool. So perfect hit is still a lantern 10. I was getting confused with luck. Okay. Just looking, sorry, one moment here. Okay, well, let's do this thing. 1 die for Shona here. Gonna be hitting on a 5. Oh, the dice rolls are just really not with me for the last couple of turns here, let alone having the 3 with the green eye open. Bummer. Well, you know what? Bugger to it. Let's go ahead and make an attack with our support character just for funsies. So 2 dice hitting on 7s. No. All right, well, that's my turn. Let's see what it does in exchange. So bullet jab. Survivor with the most blue affinities. Who's got the most blue? Okay, Vin has just the 1. Shalon has 2. Cal has 1. I think that's just going to be Shalon in that case. Alrighty, Shalon, you are going to be taking the bullet jab. 5 dice. Hitting on with your 2 accuracy. Going to be hitting on 4s. Alright, 5 dice on 4s. Okay, that is going to be 3. Let us see what locations we get. And I do believe definitely going to be spending survival to dodge 1. Oh, well. 2 to the noggin. Her noggin has already taken a whole bunch of damage here, so what makes sense to... Curious, having 2 to the head, would that mean that I need to make 2 severe injury rolls on the Happy Happy Fun table? Or is that capped out at 1? My assumption is you gotta roll 2, which sounds awful. Oh my goodness, and of course, hits cannot be blocked or dodged, so I'm just gonna take everything here. So, get pummeled to the skull, and the body is reduced to 0 armor there as well. Alrighty, well, 2 rolls on the Happy Happy Fun table. Because I think that is the way that it would be played. Ouchie kibbles. Well, let's see what happens. The dichotomy of dice there tells a tale in of itself. So a 10 bowled over, and obviously... oh, well, in that case, that's how I've been playing it previously. I just don't remember having it quite this situation. You know, regardless of you being wrong or not, I'm just going to reroll that and just take the new result, because I think that is how I've been playing it in the past. And that just, I don't think I've had that specific situation come up where it's been like, quite like that. So, well, let's just go ahead and do that. Getting a 9. Let's just go with that. Shattered Jaw. You drink and eat through a straw. I think that's going to be everyone after this fight. You can no longer encourage. This injury is permanent and gained 1 bleeding token. Okay, up to 2 bleeding tokens, and let's get the Shattered Jaw severe injury. Come on back. Come on back. Shattered Jaw. There we go. Okay, well, you know what? That could have been way worse. That absolutely could have been way worse. So we'll put that at the bottom of the stack. Okay, so back to our turn. Well, let's see. We're struggling to hit so much here. I don't know if it's worth even using that clawhead arrow, because if we were to connect with it now, it would be good. It would help us being able to hit, but the chance of getting a perfect hit on a single die are so slim that I think let's just go ahead and do not that. Let us just going to try and do a bigger round damage. Let's do it in reverse this time. Let's start with claw, what's it called? The lion bow, I can't remember the name. It is Vin, where you at? It's cat bow. So 2 dice hitting on 7s. That's going to be 1 hit. And we are connecting with the exotic fur girdle. So we don't have all of those, but we do have an extra one now because Vin here is... What's the note here? Oh goodness, red and blue aura, but we can only do 1 per hit, so... Oh no, this is just per wound. Never mind, so we're not going to have to worry about that. Okay, let's see if we can wound. However, to wound, we're going to need a... I think we need a 10 to actually wound here, yeah. So we need to crit to wound. And do you have any luck? You do have 2 luck, so we crit on an 8. That would be fantastic. No. It was so close there too, but no, we do not crit. So we don't crit. Alas, we'll put that down there. Okay, next up, just gonna try and we do this. So let's start here with the Acanthus Doctor. Actually, that's there, my apologies. So this is gonna be hitting on 10s. 1 to 10 to be precise. No, we don't. And then also hitting on, read the card carefully. Let me take one last look. If the hand is all through, it sees too much and goes momentarily blind, flip all lenses to close, which would be so amazing. So basically, like, we want to make that happen, but we need to wound him to make that happen, and we haven't been able to wound him. Otherwise, cancel this hit and perform basic action. Ah, indeed. Fun. Fun. Or does it curse you? I was going to skip right over that. Okay, basic action targeting the attacker. What is the basic action? So that is going to be... Yeah, it's the sync is kind of jumping in and out where it'll be fine and it says it's fine, and then the video will be, or for me at least, the video is significantly behind the audio here and there. I think it's like, I don't know, I thought our internet was decent here, but having in-class digital meetings and streaming is proven it to be otherwise, that's for sure. Okay, so go step. Boom, boom. There we go. And that is going to be 1 damage to... No, I think it is on my end too, because I can see it's on a camera. 1 damage to the feet of Vin. Down to 1. And you are going to get attacked here. You have 1 evasion, so it's going to be hitting on 3s. Only 1 wound. We love to see it. Where does it connect with? The handsies, and this is going to be 5 damage. However, we can dodge this, so we are definitely going to dodge this and keeping that survival on a 6+. No. So Vin goes down to 5 survival. Okay, that is that. Okay, well. How does that change things? I think we're just going to do the exact same thing. So I can't remember if I rolled those hits or not. I think we rolled the bow, and then we didn't do the other one. So let's see. Technically, this would have happened first, so I think I'm going to allow myself just like a bit of a remove to make it a little easier. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Well, you know what? I think that's fine there. You are going to go last. If you can dodge the hand, you can dodge the ball. Fantastic reference. Okay, let's go with Ishone first. Going 1, 2, 3. Let's just go to there. And Shone is going to attack with 1 dice, hitting on a 5. Oh, missing. That is going to bring us to Cal. So Cal's going to move, and then going to dash, spending a survival to do so. Going down to 5. And so basically, I'm just trying to line up slam here. So action, move full move to move forward in a straight line, or spend your movement to move forward in a straight line. If you move 4 plus spaces and a stop adjacent to the monster, it suffers knockback 1 and -1 toughness until the end of this round. Oh, maybe I should have done that in reverse, but I wouldn't have hit anyways. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Knockback 1. And then we also have the Screaming Armor gear, so we get to do Skewer as an action. Move 1 space and activate a melee weapon with +2 strength. If you wound with a spear, apply that wound roll to the next attack to the hit location too. So we got +2 strength, we got 2 die. And we're hitting on Lantern 10s. Alas. I don't think I've I think I've managed a single cool slam/skewer combo, and it was legendary, but 1 out of 4 or 5, I think, at this point. To be fair, hitting on Lantern 10s is pretty brutal. All right, back to the hand's turn. Thunderbolt, right. Most red affinities. Who has the most reds? Oh, that's going to be Cal, I think, for sure. Okay, Cal, let us see what happens. So perform Ghost Step. That is going to... Oh, bummer. That's going to get 2 people, which kind of stinks, but that's okay. So, boom. There we go. You are knocked by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. It's going to take a quick reminder at Ghost Step. Suffer collision as normal. I'm just going to double check collision because I can't remember if they get knocked down. I think they do, but let's see. On collision. Collides. They collide and the monster suffers collision. And knockback 5. Okay, so knockback 5, and they are indeed knocked down. Boom, boom. You both are going to suffer a round of damage because of the Ghost Step. So to the belts and to the body. Okay, so Cal takes it to the body, which really stinks. He's going to be rolling on the Happy Happy Fun table. Getting a 6. What is 6 for the body? Disemboweled. Movement reduced by 1 until the showdown ends and gain 1 bleeding token. Skip the next hunt. If you suffered disemboweled during the showdown, at least 1 other survivor must live to carry you out. Okay, Cal has been disemboweled. Awful. Let's add that. Disemboweled. Where are you at? There we go. And a bleeding token. Can't forget that. Boom, boom. And for Vin, you get it to the waist, so you just lose 1 armor there, going down to a single armor. And Yas, Thunderbolt, right. 2 dice, hitting on against Cal here. Yeah, it's just gonna be a straight roll. So 2 dice hitting on 4s. Only 1. That's nice. However, because we got the green affinity eyeball thing open, we cannot dodge. Taking it on the hands, which are also totally conked out for armor. So let's roll another serious hand injury. Getting a 6. Deja vu. Contracture. The arm will never be the same. Suffer -1 permanent accuracy. Contracture. Let's add that in. And add another bleeding token. Yeah, so keeping up with clearing people of serious injuries is, I think, basically an impossibility for me in this fight. Okay, well, that is... Oh, oops, I totally misread that. Speak of the devil or lose, I need to pay attention and read the cards better. -3 to severe injury table rolls. So, I'm just going to dodge that instead. Let's do that because I could. So that'd be down to 4 survival. And that would be Contracture is not in play. And let's get that movement back up. Oh, not movement, accuracy back up. Okay, cool. We are working the way through the AI deck. I think we might be about halfway there. We shall see. I don't know if it's worth, I guess, you know what? Yeah, because we could hypothetically lose all of our survival anyways. Let's encourage you and get you up, and we'll get that back on 6. We don't. Oh, yeah, my dice rolls have been hot garbage. So Shoni goes down to 4. Okay. So again, I kind of just feel like I am worried about the trap. Let's track for the trap. Let's do it. So playing smart. Let's do that. So chicken 1, 2, and 3. Exotic silk pantaloons. Oh, they're all first strike. Interesting. Ghost step. Critical wound. Ignore all closed lens effects and instead flip a lens of your choice. Oh, and gain something. That's kind of fun. Ghost step. The attacker must spend 3 survival or face a perfect counter punch and suffer 5 damage to random location. Bash and minus 1 speed token. Ouch. Exotic fur collar. -4 toughness to wound this location. The hand turns to face away from the attacker and crosses its arms. Okay, well, I think that, and then this awful one, and then this one. Let's do that. Only first strike. Yeah. Only first strike if the red lens is open, which it's not because we haven't been able to open any lenses except the one at the very beginning, which has just been sewering us. Okay, so speaking of lenses, let's go with our green lens folks first and just see if we're able to connect here. So it's gonna move you 1, 2. You know what? No, let's move you there. Get you in the blind spot. It's not gonna change anything for hits because we're gonna be hitting on Lantern 10s, but let's see if we can just get a perfect hit. No perfect hits there. That's too bad. Let's turn you around. However, okay, so you were there. You can't get in the blind spot. Let's do that. So let's go 1. No, there's no point. I'm just gonna do 1 quick. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So quick retcon. You're gonna go there. You're gonna stay there. You are going to go back here, and I'm gonna do that after actually. First thing first, let's do you. So 2 dice hitting on 10s. We get a perfect hit. Woohoo! All right, so here we are with the exotic fur collar again. So -4 toughness to win this location. Amazing. We do need to spend a survival to cancel that though, so let's do that for sure. Going down to 3 survival. And its toughness is 10, which is kind of amazing. And we have so much strength that all we need to wound is a 3 on the dice. 3 up. Oh, we crit. Amazing. There's no crit on here though. But still, the monster staggers on purpose. Cancel all reactions to the rest of the stack, ignore lens effects, and instead flip all lenses to closed. Okay. I'm fine with that. So put that there. We'll add our second token to that. So 10 more tokens, and we have victory. Okay, cool. So we've got that done, and then we're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. You are going to be hitting on a 4 here, which is nice. 9. Awesome. And let's see. So Cal's gone. Shone has not. You're the only person that hasn't. So hitting on a 4, nice, and we connect with. Okay, so reflex, that's going to happen no matter what. This one's the pretty brutal one where you need to spend 3 survival. But it happens after, so let's see if we wound first. Critting on a 9 would be nice as well. 4, that is not going to wound. That's too bad. So we perform the reflex here. So Ghost Step. Oh, dang, that's going to get... yeah, it would just go through both of them. So it would go there, and then they're both going to take a damage. All the lenses are kind of awful, but green is particularly rough. My experience so far is green sucks, but I haven't seen the other ones, their effects yet. So, okay, so Ghost Up would be a single wound to, let's say that is there, and that is there. I should have checked out before, but it's okay. Is shown to the body, going down to 1. And Vin getting it to the waist, going down to 0 armor there. We get first the card. 3 survival or face a perfect counterpunch. I think that we want to spend that 3 survival going down to a single one, which is a bit of a bummer, but that's okay. So there we go. That is discarded. Well, okay. Yeah, I was there. So, where do you want to go? Let's move you. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just to there, keeping things close. All right, so that's our turn. Let's see what's the hand do next. Soft chuckle. The noise fills the survivors with an unprecedented dread. All non-death survivors lose 1 survival and roll 1d10. Add each survivor's courage to their result roll. On a 15+, the survivor is knocked down in fear. Otherwise, they suffer 5 brain damage and gain a -1 accuracy token from their shaking limbs and full move directly away from the monster. Okay. The monster stretches its limbs, flip all lenses to closed. Alright, so everyone is, no one is deaf, so let's just start with Ishone here. How much courage do you have? Oh, you've got so much courage. That's a good thing. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, so we're going to be adding 7 to the roll. 13 is not going to cut it, so 5 brain damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So down to 2 insanity. Then the -1 accuracy token kind of stinks. There we go. Next up, we have Cal, who's got 3 courage, so basically impossible to get 50+. Nope. And so same story here. Oops, let's get back to you. Down to 1 insanity. And accuracy -1 temporary. Shalon, you're brand new, so I don't think you have any courage. Oh, you do have 3. 10, that's not going to do it, but that's okay. So you're going to suffer a severe brain injury there. We got that. And then you're -2 accuracy now. Ouchie kibbles. Ouchie kibbles indeed. And then lastly we have Vin. What is your courage? Your courage is 5. 10's not going to do it, so same story. Okay, you've got a severe brain injury there too. Boom, boom, and -1 accuracy temporary. Holy moly. Okay. All lenses are closed. That is already the case. Well, now got 1 that can get here. Let's see. How do we want to do this? I think let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, because you can do reach, and let's do that. So Cal's going to go first here. Cal is going to be 2 dice, hitting on 6s now. Ooh, very nice, getting a perfect hit and a hit as well. I'm worried about the trap card. It's got to be somewhere around here coming up. Okay, so don't need to worry about first strike or super dense. Reflex, perform ghost step, targeting the attacker. If the attacker is wearing any heavy gear, they are knocked down. There is a critical wound there. Ignore all closed lens effects and instead flip a lens card of your choice. And then Gilded Sabaton. Wound. In a moment of desperation, you strike at the monster's feet. Amazingly, it manages to keep its balance. The observation gives you some insight. Gain +1 evasion and +1 accuracy tokens. Well, that sounds fun. Let's do that first. Definitely that one first. Okay, so we're going to be adding 7 to the result here. So we need 7 to wound. Dang. So we don't wound there. But same story here. Let's see what happens. We get a wound. This does bring the green affinity thing back open, which stinks. But we add another token to the eyeball there. Reflex, perform Ghost Step, targeting the attacker. If the attacker is wearing any heavy gear, they are knocked down. Just let me take a quick look at Cal here. Yes, so they are going to be knocked down. I got some heavy gear for show. And one quick look at Ghost Step. They pass through and turn to face. So that would be just like that. And that would be a random damage to Cal's boots. Bringing the armor down to 3. Cool. Well, that could have been worse, methinks. The perfect hit thing does kind of stink, but that is the way it's going to be, and that is all we can do. I had actually misplayed that. That was Shone, and I was using Cal's stats. I'll just equal it out by doing the reverse this time. I think that'll be fine. Let's see, what makes the most sense? Let's go with you first. And it's going to be 3 dice hitting on 10. Oh, we actually do get one. A perfect hit. Huzzah. Exotic Bone Bracer. Failure, perform Ghost Step, targeting the attacker. Okay. Oh, you know what? So critical... What is the strength on this bow? Maybe I should have been looking at that. +3. So the only way that she can wound, yeah, this is a little foolish of me in hindsight. Whoopsies. Oh, but you do have, I think, +2 luck? So we're looking for a crit. No, it's just +1. So we're looking for a 9+ to wounds. No, so we don't wound, so bad things are going to happen. Perform Ghost Step, targeting the attacker. So... boom, boom. There we go there. The monster stops the hits with a single hand and shoves the attacker away. They suffer 3 brain damage and knock back 7. 3 brain damage to Shalon here. So this is now going to be a happy, happy fun table roll. Getting a 6 for the brain. What do we get there? Danger Seizure. You thrash about wildly, dealing 1 damage to yourself and every adjacent survivor. There are none. That's nice. Gain a random disorder and 1d5 insanity. We gain 1 insanity. That's not going to help very much. And a random disorder. Squeamish. You cannot depart with any stinky gear in your gear grid. Oh, and they do have stinky gear right now too. Alas. Okay. Cool. If a status or effect would cause you to become stinky, lose all your survival. Narshty. Okay, well, I mean, that could have been worse. And then knock back 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. This is going to let us go with, this is Cal, but we're going to do Shone stats just because I did that backwards before. So you're going to go over here. And that is going to be, you know what, first things first, let us try to be smart here. And we're going to do... let's see what's coming up next. So cat eye circlets. 2 and 3. Okay, so there is the trap card. We have finally found it. What does this trap card do? Perform basic action targeting all survivors 1 at a time, starting with the survivor that drew this card. Modify each action depending on the lens which are open. -1 to severe injury rolls. If a survivor has kink steps, for the starting realization, they may spend 1 survival to gain 6 evasion until this trap is resolved. That's cool. So one interesting thing with this trap is I think it might be one of the first traps I've seen that doesn't have the doomed effect. So meaning we could still spend survival, as far as my reading of it at least, which is pretty neat. perfectly. I think we kind of want to just burn this trap and reshuffle here. I think that's the smartest play. Let's do it. Let's see if we can do it. So we're going to be hitting on a 6. Just gonna double check that, but I'm pretty sure we're hitting on a 6. Yeah, hitting on a 6. Nice, so we do hit. So we draw the trap. Thank you, Roduza, as well. Good to confirm that I can get some of the rules right. Already Ryu. So basic action and suffer -1 to severe injury roll. So this is either going to be okay or it's going to really suck. Basic action. What do we got? Ghost step and attack target. So starting here, so shoof, ghosty step, and that's going to be a random damage to Shone's head. Going down to 1 armor there. And then 2 dice, 2+. However, we do have evasion here. We do have 3, which is nice. So 2 dice on 5s instead. I don't know. Yeah, true. You can't dodge knockdown. So 1 person won't be able to dodge. Okay, so that will be 1 hit on Shone, in which case we're just going to straight up dodge. You know what? I'm just going to just make this simpler. Let's just trade these mini spots, and then that just, I think, makes more sense. Just rather than getting them confused more. Okay, so Ishone is going to spend his survival, the last one that they have. However, keeping it back on a 6. Ugh, nope. They are out of survival. To not take that damage, that damage being... Yeah, I don't think we wanted to take that. So dodge has been done. That's you. And then let's go to the next person in line here, being... Where do we want to end with? Let's go over here next. So say boom, and then a random wound on Shalon here to the hands. Going down to 2 armor. And then do have that 2 evasion, so we have 2 dice hitting on 4s. Yeah, that's going to be 2 hits, and we are going to connect with the body and the body. Well, on the bright side, we're not going to have to spend any survival because no matter what, we would be taking a happy, happy, fun table roll here and getting knocked down. So, body, happy, fun table, we're getting a 5. How bad can that be? Destroyed back. Sharp cracking noise. Suffered -2 permanent movement. You can no longer activate any gear that has 2+ strength. Ouch. Dang. Yeah, that's a tough one. However, she can heal herself. That's kind of amazing. So we gain another bleeding token. Going up to 3, which is a little bit scary. And suffer destroyed back. Okay, that is that done. So that was bad, but I think that was the best person for that to happen to. Next up, same story here. You know what? Let's be trying to be tactical here. Let's go there. Yeah, and change name to Limpy 100%. I just realized I'm making a couple silly mistakes here. That was not Shalon. That was who was that? That was Vin that suffered the destroyed back. So let me just adjust that really quick. Vin destroyed back. Gaining a 2nd bleeding token, and then Shalon, who's now going to take a hit. Just going to clear that up here. So that's in a way even better because she's kind of a support character and hardly really doing any damage either. So a couple of silly misplays by myself there, but that's all right. We caught it pretty quick. Okay, and that's going to bring us back to here. So we have a random damage on Shalon's feet, going down to 2 armor, and 2 evasion here as well. So on 4s, yes, that'll definitely be 2 hits, which is fair because I used her evasion for the character that I don't know if they actually had any or not. And let's see. Getting the head and the hands. Head and hand. And this is, how much damage is this again? This is going to be 5. So I don't think we're going to bother spending the survival. Actually, yeah, let's spend it for the head because the head is brutal. And then we're just going to roll 1 for the arms. So down to from 2 to 0 armor, and then 2, 3, 4, and then happy fun arm table roll. That's the wrong die. Getting a 4. And a 4 for the arms is dismembered arm. You lose an arm. You can no longer activate 2-handed weapons. This injury is permanent. Gain a token, a bleeding token. So back up to 3. Dismembered arm. How much strength is the bow that It is 2-handed, so she can heal that. You know what? That's okay. And we have one last person to go. Do we have one last person? Yes, we do. You. So let's go there. And that is going to be a random damage to Cal's hands. Dang. Of all the places, that's one of the only spots where the armor is already all taken up. So, monster damage. I don't think. One moment. No, I'm thinking of the punt phase. So let's see. Heavy fun table, getting a 7 for the arms. That's a 7. Broken arm, earshot and crunch, -1 permanent accuracy and -1 permanent strength. And a bleeding token. Broken arm. Okay, nope, that is permanent. There we go, -1, and strength -1. Ouch. Well, okay, there we go. So yeah, knocked down, not fun. And that's going to bring us back to our turn. That took a while, and I misplayed the heck out of that, but it's okay, we're here now. Okay. Well. So that was the trap. So trap is gone. Let's reshuffle this. Get that one too. So that trap is pretty serious business. There we go. Now, I think we had one person left to go for that turn. That was a very long, sloppy turn. My apologies for that. That's the way this game goes sometimes. Alrighty, so they are just going to spend their action to spend a fresh Acanthus and remove a serious injury because they are the Acanthus Adacta. There we go. So dismembered arm is gone. Amazing. Just one sec here. No longer Cool. All right, and then that's going to bring us to the hand's turn. Full powered flick. Wasn't someone making a joke about taking a flick in the wrist earlier? Duration. When this card is drawn face down, the monster proudly raises a single finger. When this card is drawn face up, target the survivor with the most armor points. The target is doomed. Oh, interesting. We don't have the road open, so that's nice. Instead of stopping as far as movement and boardage, the discovery is flying off in the darkness, never to be heard from again, dead. Okay. Well, glad we don't have that open right now. So, raises a single finger. That is what's going on right now. And yeah, let's go ahead and do... Nice, we actually get to get up. That was the end of the monster's next turn, so there we go. That's nice. The bow person knocked down for fun table. Oh yeah, they would have been, and then they'd be able to get up now. Scoop that up a little bit there. Okay, so the bow person was unable to use their bow, spend their action last turn to be able to use the bow. Actually, good point. They would have been knocked down, so they wouldn't have been able to last turn. So they'll do that now, meaning they won't be able to attack this turn. Let's see. Let's move the middle a little bit. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. And Shone, I think you've got some darts. Let's take a look. So that was Vin. You are done this turn. And Ishone. Bone darts you don't have anymore, so you aren't going to be able to get there. So let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4, getting you closer. And then we are going to, how much? Kind of risky, but I think let's do it. Let's use the speed power to suffer 2 brain damage, going down to 0 insanity, and gaining a temporary speed token. So they won't be able to attack this turn, but for next turn they can. Because they got 0 survival. Okay, cool. So we got that going on. Let us get into the blind spot here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, let's see. I think before that, let me just take a quick look at Vin here. Yeah, hitting on an 8+ with the bow sucks, so let's go ahead and take a look at these cards using Kai'Dai Circlet. Oh my god. The trap's at the top. Oh, that sucks so much. Damn it. Well, I think we're going to have it underneath these two because it would be... Oh, that stinks. That stinks a lot. Let's put it on the bottom though. Let's see what we have here. Critical wounds. Oh, we actually have the Gilded Codpiece back up. How amazing would it be to crit? Let's do that. And who has the highest luck? Cal, do you have any luck? I can't remember if you do or not. You have 0 luck, so I don't think it makes sense to go with you, but they can't go. His dash has to be... Oh, curse that person having -1 movement. That's too bad. I think I'm not gonna hit it this turn, which is kind of weird. Is there anything else Cal could do instead? Oh yeah, let's use the round leather shield here. And block. Ignore 1 hit the next time you were attacked. Let's do that. Okay, so Cal's gonna block, and that's the end of our turn. Let us see about full powered flick. Target with the most armor points is going to be our Acanthus Doctor. So here we go. Ghost step to there. So it'll be 1 damage to the head. So that is going to be a serious injury roll. God damn it. Getting a 4. A 4 on the head is less good if I remember correctly. God damn it. So that is our Acanthus Doctor dead. Oh, that stinks. Okay, well, hey, we made it this far, and we just lost our first person. And so that card is now gone. And it's our turn. So how do we want to do this? I think we need to see if we can hit with this person here. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And hitting on Not Shalon. Shalon is dead. Let me just kill you off quick. Cause of death. The hand flick. Dead. Okay. Eshone. Let's do you here. Over to loadout. All right, 2 dice hitting on 6s. If we get 2, that's amazing. But heck, pretty happy with just 1. So 6s. Oh, dang. I was really hoping for a hit there. That's okay, though. Well, with that in mind, we do have Cal. Cal can still go. And so, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Let's see what we can do. So 2 dice hitting on... Is it going to be 6s as well? Oh, God. Hitting on 8s. We do get a perfect hit. Oh, actually, it would have been a perfect for them anyways because of the green thing we got open. So Gilded Codpiece. The only way that we can do this is... Well, we can wound. That'd be fine. But getting a crit would be amazing. Just give me a 10. No, that won't do it, and it's not going to wound either. Ah, balls. Okay, so that is not a wound. And the Gilded Codpiece goes down. That is going to be our turn. So we are back to the hand. We are working the way through the deck. That is something. Our loser let me know that there were multiple win conditions, and I think if we can survive, that counts as a win. So we'll see. Bullet Jab, survivor with the most blue affinities. That is going to be, that was the person who is dead. So let's see who's got the most. Cal's got 1. Vin also has 1. And Eshone has 2. So it's definitely going to be Eshone. So let's take a look here. Go step to there. Single damage to the body. To the body. Going down to 0 armor. And Bullet Jab. Ooh, goodness gracious. 5 dice. It cannot be blocked or dodged. Dang. Do 3 vision though, so that is something. So 5 dice hitting on 5s. Some great accidental humor there. Ah, balls after missing the cod piece, indeed. Alright, for the lower please. See, I would prefer to get those when I'm attacking. We did get 1 single miss, so I think this is going to be a hot mess. Okay, so 2, 4, I need 1 more. I don't have another injury die, so that is just going to be... No, 4, that's perfect, actually. So we get the waist, the boots, the head, and Jabade. And this on Eshone, who wouldn't be able to dodge or anything now anyways, and they're out of survival right now too. So the waist, 2 damage. So that goes down to 0 armor. That's okay, I'm fine with that. The boots, down to 0 armor. Fine with that. The head, serious injury, don't need to make a roll. I mean, that could be worse. And then the body, serious injury, don't need to make a roll. So let's see if we can show this here. Just zeros across the board. But I mean, hey, they're not dead, so that's something. And Bullet Jab goes there. And then it's back to us. So Shoni doesn't get to get up, but we are going to encourage them. Let's do this with our support character here. So getting it back on a 6. Nice. There we go. Okay, so we know that the trap is 2 away, which is pretty less, not a happy fun thing, you know? So why don't we just keep shuffling it here and see if we can avoid it? So let's go ahead and do that. Let's move you 1, 2, 3, just to get to there, get a little bit closer. And then we're going to pick up the next 3 cards. And we are just gonna shuffle full speed to the bottom, not accidentally shuffle to the top, and see if we can just avoid it. So Gilded Spalders. The hand seems irritated by the force of your blow and looms over you. The attacker suffers 3 brain damage and gains 1 survival. That's not terrible. So who do we want to go with first is the question. I think let's do this and that. Okay, and we're going to go with Ashone first, going to here. Oh, you do? Oh, I forgot you've got the additional speed now. Maybe this was a mistake, but we shall see. So Ashone hitting on 6s with 2 dice. 2 misses. That is the way it be. And then let's go down to here. We're able to do that because of the reach. There we go. And Cal, 2 dice, hitting on 8s. Oh, no, sorry. That would actually be Lantern 10s to hit, so no hits there. Bringing us back to the hand's turn. Oh my goodness. Once we finish this liver blow, we only have 2 more cards in the deck. Liver blow. Start with the most green affinities. I'm sure that we can make that happen. So Cal has 2. That's definitely going to be Cal, I think. Let's just double check, though. Yeah, Cal for sure. Alrighty, liver blow. So Ghost Step, so it's just going to be 1 freebie damage. Go in there. To Cal's sweet little booties. Goes down to 2 armor. And this is going to be 2 dice. Hitting on 2s. Yep, so those are going to be 2 hits. We actually get to cancel hit because of block, which is amazing. And then we're going to spend a survival to cancel the other one, which is awesome. And then because we've got the green eyeball open here, after damage, target loses all survival. So my assumption is, even though we didn't take damage, we probably still have that effect because he did hit us. So we lose all the remaining 2 survival that Cal had. And that is another hand turn completed. Quick drink of water here. Whew. Okay. I think we might be able to make this. Knock on wood. Okay, well. We already know what is going on there, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So that's 5. Do we want to do you first? Let's not. Let's move you back here, and let's move you to here. 2 dice hitting on 5s because of the position that Ashone is going to be in. Being in the blind spots. 2 misses. Bummer. Cal, we don't want to have them both hit by Ghost Step, so just gonna move there. And 2 dice hitting on 8s. Nope. And that's not going to do anything for Vin here. So I don't know if we want to bother attacking. Let's take a look at. You know what? Let's take a look at these last 2 cards. Reveal the top 2 AI cards. Place them back on top of the deck in any order. Let's do that. So we have. Oh, I don't know if anyone else is getting latency on the video, but it looks like I most certainly am. Yeah, that's a big delay on my end. Yeah, let's see. So Rude Slap duration. When this card is drawn face down, the monster points at the ground. When it's drawn face up, target the attack. Target and attack a survivor in the right spot. If the monster does not attack, perform the penalty. Yeah, the penalty sucks. Applause. At the start of the showdown, place this card face down at the bottom of the deck. So can I just move that? I guess so. Yeah, I'm going to do that for sure. So applause, I'm going to move to the top. And then I'm going to draw applause. Okay, boom, applause. So the survivors fall to their knees in agony. their bones suddenly twisting and changing. For each survivor, cure all broken injuries and roll 1d10, and then end the showdown. The survivors are... Oh, that's a little blurry there. Are victorious. So there's a chance that they just die too. Okay. Well, let's do this. So starting with Shone. Let's roll a d10. Shone dies. Bummer. Okay. And Shone is dead. And then Cal, rolling a d10. Oh, you don't have any survival. I think you also die. Yeah, you die from shock. Oh, man. So you were dead. And then last but not least, definitely not the guy you fought. We have Vin. So if I roll a 1, I guess if I roll a 1, all of my survivors died, but I still won, which just is so sour. Okay, a 4. What is a 4 on applause? Gain +1 permanent strength. You know what? We shall take it. +1 permanent strength on our single survivor, but this is the first time we won in any Nemesis fight. I mean, I'll take having a single one left instead of losing all 4 of them. So super bummer getting a 1 and a 2 on the person that had 0 survival, but hey, better than losing everyone for sure. Yeah, he decapitated someone and threw the head at the settlement for sure. Okay, so we do get to clear all the injuries though on Vin, which is pretty sweet. Okay. Oh, never mind. We don't get to clear all injuries. We just get to clear all broken injuries, which I assume, yeah, broken injuries are specific ones. Okay. Yeah, so this survivor, Vin, my savior, is super gibbled then, because we can't do anything about those. But hey, we won. Let's go to the end bit here. Our first win against a Nemesis monster, even though it was a pretty rough one. 3 wounds. We'll take it. 14 toughness was a lot. The 250 Mike, I mean, no, but also yes in a way. So he is in the base game, just the normal hand. But there is, in the Gambler's Chest, there is the God Hand, if I remember the name correctly, where it's like a souped up final version of this utter monstrosity. Okay, so let's check out what we get here. It was 31 results? Let me just double check. I did try and style mine actually, or like do a little kit bash to make it a little more similar to the Gambler Chest one. But yeah, this guy is in just the base game. The hand. 171. There we go. Aftermath. Any victorious survivor may immediately select Fist and Tooth weapon proficiency, regardless of any age milestones. Any accrued weapon are lost, so we're not going to do that. But yeah, woo! Definitely. Soured a little bit by the loss of the 2 survivors that did make it. But again, I've lost every single Nemesis fight up until now. And so, I mean, frickin' one surviving, I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. Okay, so let's remember to add a weapon proficiency. There should... Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, that would be there too. Okay, cool. Cool. So we got that. 1 hunt XP, done deal. That's awesome. Let's see. So complete showdown, return and advance. Awesome. Others or anything to gain there? Nope. Okay, what else do we have here? Rewards. Let's take a look at the rewards. The hand hesitates before leaving. Roll 1d10 and consult the table below. The group gains any listed resources or gear. Ooh, gear. That sounds fun. Ooh, you know what? I'll take a lantern 10 now. That's nice. The hand bows graciously and vanishes, leaving a package carefully wrapped in 1 leather strange resource. Inside is a skull and 5 random basic resources, -1 population. You know what? Sure. Sweet. Heck yeah. So we go down to 20 population. We're going to have to make some more babies soon, methinks. But freaking sweet. That is good news to me. So let's gain some random resources and leather and stuff too. So let's go over to storage. Strange, gaining a leather. Definitely need that. That's awesome. Cool. And a skull. And 5 different basic. Give us a quick shuffle here. Just as an aside, while I'm getting the shuffles too, I made the comments in the Aeon Trespass video that's going to be posted next week. But I think, what are we at now? Like 97 subscribers? Almost 100. So cool. Like I know it's piddly in comparison to anyone on YouTube, but like this has been just for fun and it's super cool to almost have 3 digits. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We gained a monster hide, a triple question mark. Ooh, a perfect hide. That is, oh my god, a perfect hide and a perfect bone. Hashtag worth, as the kids say. And another hide, which is great too. That's freaking stellar. Awesome. We might innovate the barber surgeon, or I'm probably going to look into that. I'm less keen on the barber surgeon since we lost the Acanthus doctor. One thing we're going to have to do too is, Arluza, if you're there, revive Arluzidin to Arluzidin, I think the 6 at this point. I've been meaning to do it and I just haven't gotten around to it because I was enjoying the loadouts that I had. But he's going to have to get revived now because we are out of any other good survivors. So Fist and Tooth be coming back, I do believe. So we'll have to look into some of that kit too. But yeah, so let's see. Is there anything else for this? That looks like it. So yeah, with that, thank you very much for joining me on the very first Nemesis victory. We managed to survive the hand. Pretty cool fight, especially for going through like the whole AI deck. Really cool indeed. But yeah, so much love. Thanks for hanging out, be it now for the live stream or checking it out on YouTube at a later date. Happy gaming and enjoy the sunshine where you're at, if there is any. It's been a beautiful spring here and it's been nice and sunny. But yeah, take care and much love. Bye. Oh, yeah. Not compared to myself or to anyone else at all. It's just fun hopping on here and doing this for sure. Oh, man, you rock too. Thank you. Take care, man.